Hi everyone, and welcome to Leaf Rants. Uh, the Leafs win a very dominant game where they were complete monsters. They win 7-3, 10 goals scored in this game. Woo! And they were grinding in this game. They found a way to beat New York, who I believe going into this game was 9-2, and the Leafs beat them 7-3. Now, I missed the first period and the first 15 minutes of the second because I was gone with my sister and my uncle, but the Leafs were very good. So, to start it off, 3 minutes and 52 seconds into the game, Austin Matthews, wrist shot from William Nylander, and Matthew Knies was out, so new line mate, Noah Gregor. Matthews gets 20 of the air. He's the first person this season to get 20. He's not done. He's on a big heater. And then not even 2 minutes later, Connor Timmins scores. From Yarncroke and Domi. Domi has not had has one goal but 13 assists, and he's been pretty good. He just needs to get that scoring touch. And yeah, and he'll be fine. Um, that's Timmins' first of the season, and he's been pretty good offensively, really bad defensively. And I say you get rid of him if you can. And if you don't get rid of him, then it's because you want an offensive defenseman just that you can deploy sometimes. You know what I mean? They were 11-7 tonight. And then, like 30 seconds later, Blake Wheeler scores. Snapshot. It's whatever. Like, that's just what they do. And that's not all the goals in the first period. Callie Yarncroke from John Tavares, and it was actually just a nice little tip in, like on the backhand. And not done yet. Mitch Marner gets his 10th goal of the season from Matthews and Lagesson, a wrist shot, and the Leafs are up 4-1 heading into the second period. Now, usually, sorry, I need some water. My throat's dry. Usually the Leafs would kind of let the other teams push them back a little bit more here. And if I'm being honest, that's kind of what happened. I came back to watch this game, and as soon as I turn it on, guess what happens? A beautiful play from the Rangers gets Zibanejad his 8th goal of the season from Panarin and Fox. It was a nice play. I don't really know what you'd expect Jones to do there, but I heard Jones was getting into a bit of a role. And then like 2 minutes later, Blake Wheeler, he just goes upstairs on Martin Jones, and like that's like vintage Blake Wheeler. Like that's like Winnipeg Blake Wheeler. And that's all the goals in the second. I thought after New York scored their third goal, the Leafs twisted it around and they got all their possession back again, and that's what happens. They became monsters and they took this game back, and that's not something you see every day from the Toronto Maple Leafs. It's just not. In the third period, tip in on the power play. Mitch Marner, a minute 30 into the third, gets his second goal of the game, 11th of the season, and he's been looking pretty good the last couple games. Assisted from Morgan Riley and Austin Matthews. They found it. Their defense has been barely NHL level. Like, like they're pretty screwed. Like Lajoie was in this game, and he was out there for at least a goal against. Cause yeah, but whatever. Keep going. You fast forward a very long time. Jake McCabe makes a huge hit. Huge hit. Oh. And the Leafs get a power play because, yeah, He shouldn't have to fight for a clean hit. It was clean. Clean, big hit that I understand New York wanting to fight, but I don't get why you have to because it was a clean hit. So the Leafs go to the power play. And Nylander gets it. Or, no, they don't score on this power play. I'm sorry. They did have a power play, but they didn't score on it. So forget that. After that power play, Nylander gets it to Matthews. He shoots it off of Trouba's skate and then picks up his own rebound and snipes it in. That's Austin Matthews, his second of the game. He loves to score in pairs, eh? Like, how often does this guy really... He's on, like, what, a 63 goal pace, I think? Or maybe that's 63 when he got his 20th. I don't know. He's on pace to score a lot of goals, okay? And then, of course, to get the empty netter to make it 7-3, the guy who I think might be on the biggest heater of any Leaf right now, he's looked completely dominant. His number ends in 4. It ends in 4. This number. Sorry, wrong side. It ends in a 4. In a friggin' 4. In a 4. Right? We all settled that. It ends in 4. 3 goals in 4 games. David Kampf. Now, David Kampf makes $2.5 million. And if I'm being honest, Austin Matthews needs to watch out because Kampf is here to steal his job. No, I'm just kidding, obviously. I don't think I really need to say I was kidding. But David Kampf has actually looked really good recently. He started the season looking like crap, and there was no way he was worth it. But, like, now does everyone understand why he makes the money that he makes? Because he's actually, like, a good player. And, yeah. Also, let me just see. Oh, the NHL's website isn't really that good. Okay, so Panarin was a -2. No one was a... Yeah. Oh, Adam Fox was the only plus on the Rangers. Shesterkin had a 793. Whew. Ooh. Oof. Maron. Let's go to the Leafs here. So, who had the most time on ice? Marner, then Matthews, then... Oh, these are just forwards. Gregor had the fourth most time on ice. He had more ice time than Tavares, Yarncroke, Bertuzzi. Domi had the least with only 10 minutes. God. Most time on ice. Okay, yeah. Brody, Riley, McCabe, Liljegren. Not Liljegren. Lagesson. Timmins, Benoit. Lajoie had 7 minutes, 47 seconds. Keefe doesn't really like him that much. I don't really blame him. Martin Jones had a 903. Yep, it's about what you can ask for from your third goaltender. That was a good game from the Leafs. They were monsters. I don't think I have any stats. Really. It's kind of disappointing, isn't it? Let's see what does Matthews have? He has 21 goals this is game 26. So 21 divided by 26 equals 0.8 times 82 equals 66.2. So he's on pace for 66 goals this season. What does he have? Like 6 goals in his last 4 games or something stupid like that. Like Matthews, he's dominant. He's been a monster. This team has been a monster. That's why the title is Monster. Um, I think I wrap up the video here. Thank you so much for watching this game. If you liked it, then clicking like would be amazing. Clicking subscribe would be pretty cool if you really enjoyed the video. Um, yeah, if you really liked it, clicking subscribe would be great. Thank you very much for watching, making it to the end if you did. Um, the Leafs are monsters, and that was a hell of a good game.